A very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the update for today. Today was Tuesday, the 11th of August, 2026, and I am here in my apartment in Vancouver, and you might recognize this bed as being the bed that I was talking about for months as part of the furniture moving and renovation project. And this exact bed right here has been featured in several different videos that I recorded from my parents' house in Central Oregon. What this means, ladies and gentlemen, is that this was the major part of this furniture moving project that I was talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks, and voila, here we are. There's an end table over here, this absolutely beautiful bed, and end table over there as well. And then I kept talking about a cabinet. The cabinet has been installed. It's right over there. This bed was the one that came from the other room. I talked to you guys about that the day that I moved that over here. And these end tables also came from my parents' place in Central Oregon and are here as well. Eventually, we're going to kind of renovate the wall and whatnot in this room, or at least change the pictures and things a little bit. It still kind of looks like the tropic motif in here, and kind of the young people themed stuff that I put in here when I first acquired this room. Now, so we now have a quite beautifully, in my opinion, furnished upstairs here in this apartment, and by God, I'm going to do what I can to keep it this way. And talk a little bit more about that here in a moment, or maybe in a future update, depending on how long it... And, oh, I also showed you guys this piece of artwork here. It's just a log man with a beard, but the quite significant to my family, as my father painted it. And so, obviously, that's going to have a space here as well. Miss you every day, Dad. And so anyway, so this furniture moving project here, we're pretty much there. Now, there is going to be one more little part of the furniture project, and I don't know if I'm going to get in that in today's video or not, but for the most part, we are there. And this, for this room here, and this, in this room here, look pretty awesome for something in the house of a 40-year-old grocery checker, if I do say so myself. And again, love what we were able to do, and couldn't feel more blessed. So, if you've been following along with the furniture moving project and the renovations in the particularly the upstairs part of my apartment here, we've done it. Now, honestly, I'm probably going to be buying a second little window air conditioner to be up here, because even with all of this, as I am recording this right now, it is 9:28 at night and clocking in at 78 degrees, which means that after all of this, I am probably going to be spending the night tonight again on the couch downstairs, where it's almost 10 degrees cooler. And so, even though summer's only 3 weeks around here, during those 3 weeks, I don't want to, that's a bit of an exaggeration, it's more like 8 weeks, but anyway, during that time, don't want to lose out on the use of all this stuff that we put all this into. And so a little window AC or something for up here definitely is going to come down the line, because I don't want to feel like I'm wasting all of this. And how did I make it all this time without really ever having ACs? Well, one, in the Northwest, not always necessary, but two, Dad was vehemently opposed to it, And every time I even proposed, Dad, I'm thinking about getting an AC, he kind of mocked it. Now, he was still around when I finally cracked and got one, and he did mock it, but, anyway, let's see. So that's the thing with that. I worked today. It was a self-checkout day. Second in a row, again, filling in for my colleague who got the rather unfortunate eye injury. She'll be back in a couple of days. I think all is pretty good. I haven't spoken to her in detail about it, but I think we're good. But I, again, opened self-checkout this morning, not my normal thing. And I did that until lunchtime. And then after that, the second half of my day turned into a more my kind of shift. Basically came back from lunch at 11, did bagging, my favorite thing, until 1. That's not sarcasm, I love bagging. And then carts, one of my other favorite things, until I left at 2:45. So, all in all, pretty good. Let's see. Went to the gym. Kind of a split workout in that got a call from my mom. She was kind of concerned about one of these stupid spam calls, or, scam calls. God, I hate these things. I don't know where they got our information from, like phone numbers and stuff. And it wasn't from sharing videos on the internet, because, like, phone numbers, there's no way. Anyway, but we both got something similar, which actually helped me explain to Mom that this was indeed a scam. God, I hate those kind of people, but I've watched enough of these YouTube videos. Kitboga is one of them, Scammer Payback, my favorite Scammer Revolts, Renoa Poison. There's a bunch of these people that all they do is call up these scam people that were calling us and just screw with them. And through watching a lot of these videos, I can basically spot this, or when I hear it, like, about 10 miles away. But I hate those people. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I pulled out my little laundry thing, the little tiny do your laundry in your sink thing, even though I did a full load of laundry the other day. And I bleed tested, since they're red, these new uniform t-shirts, and if you're one of my colleagues, you might want to rinse that shirt before you put it in the wash. Just saying. Anyway, also, I filled out a ballot, right? So, in grocery stores, the grocery union is a thing, and it's a fairly big thing. And I've worked in both union locations and not union locations, and honestly, and this is just my opinion, in my 25 years experience, the union has never really done much for, like, the 4 or 5 issues that I care about. It's amazing to have the union there, like, if you're in a situation where you're going to have attendance issues. Like, for example, if my dad had survived and, but in, fragile health, and I had to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and be covered out all the time and all that type of stuff, there is no doubt in my mind that the union would absolutely have my back on that, and I'd be able to keep coming, while my store is struggling to make things somehow work around me. But the union would absolutely have my back on that. But when it comes to things like defense against customer violence and abuse, having all the stress that comes with dealing with everybody else not being there, senior employees kind of picking on junior employees, and stuff like that, there's really no help whatsoever. And so I didn't really vote to bring them back in, but our colleagues did. Anyway, the point being that there's a vote for a new president and like a new, because guess what? The union people were having big boozy parties with our money. Are we shocked? I'm not. What do you expect? Unions. Like, really? Anyway, they're voting to vote out the leadership, and, there's some fun drama here, so by golly, I'm filling out that card. Let's get rid of all those people that haven't helped me at all in all these years. But anyway, that's almost more for fun. Have a good one, everyone, and we will look